brass tacks. This is wild. You can see I have tomato plants here, but over here it is 2 foot tall grass. I need to weed. There's weeds in the walkway. There's weeds in my vegetable plant area. I mean, you can just see it's a sea of grass, guys, and vegetables. So what I'm about to embark on is something nobody else, wait, in planet history should embark on, and that is pulling 100,000 weeds by hand. It is going to get dirty. It is going to get wild, and that's why you need to subscribe now, guys. I'm a father. Um, I I'm struggling, guys. I don't have tools, so I'm pulling these by hand. You guys are gonna follow the entire way, and I'm also selling mugs. I've never sold a mug in my life. It's in my channel's description. I have link. Says life is sweet, wild at heart. Pulling weeds, 100,000 to be exact. I'm not counting them either, dude. That's gonna take way too much energy to count. But the evidence is gonna be right here to live forever. So make sure you get one of these awesome mugs. My hands are gonna turn into jelly, guys. My hands are gonna turn into jelly. I'm almost afraid to set this mug down because I think a bug's gonna crawl into it. So before that happens, let me take one more sip. I got a little latte that I made myself. So anyway, guys, lots of work to do. I mean, guys, should we take a little garden tour? We got tomatoes right here on both sides of me, and then more tomatoes. We got sweet potatoes. We got regular potatoes. We got pumpkins. I mean, it's a sea of grass, weeds, and vegetables. Oh my gosh, I got a spider web in my face. Oh, gee. Why am I wearing a cowboy hat? I don't know. It's kind of stupid. Guys, I don't know what my channel is about. I haven't niched down yet. It's mainly about being outside. So here we go. We're setting the coffee down. Let's hope a bug doesn't crawl in. And let's commence with the weed pulling. I don't know where a good angle is, but all right. So I'm in the walkway here. We're just lifting, pulling, and shaking. Guys, there's got to be at least 10 weeds right in this bundle. So there you have it. The pulling by hand has begun. What I'm going to do is just throw the weeds in the walkway here. Some of the weeds are not weeds, believe it or not. Some of them are valuable, like this one. This is a what is this? A lamb's quarter. You can actually eat this lamb's quarter like spinach. I will demonstrate. Hopefully there's not a lot of bugs on this one. Probably is. Oh well, down the hatch. That's lamb's quarter. It's pretty good. Hopefully I'm not gonna get sick. Shouldn't. It tastes kind of like spinach. Pretty good. But we're gonna keep pulling. Ooh, parslane. Here we go. This stuff is supposed to be a miracle. I'm kind of sad that I pulled it. This stuff is like high in amino acids or fat, what, omega-6 or something. But this one's got dirt on it, so it's not something I'm gonna eat. But let's see if I can get another piece here. Yeah, I got a little dirt on this. I'm gonna eat a leaf of parslane. This got bugs on it. Oh well. Okay. Anyway, I'll eat some later when I find a good patch that doesn't have dirt on it. But I'm gonna keep that parslane there. And we're pulling. I'm gonna keep some weeds here, the ones that I think are valuable. Parslane's one of them. I hear it's pretty good for you. Technically, I could probably like just let it grow and then sell it at a farmer's market as like, you know, an exotic thing. Anyway, I'm pulling weeds, pulling grass. Lots of fun to be had here at Sweetberry Farm, which is what I've named my farm on the Sweetberry World channel. Oh, so much fun. You guys know I have like 40,000 subscribers, 42, 41, 6. I'm losing subscribers lately, and I think what happened with my channel is I bought some ads to like push my channel out there. I thought it would be a good idea to get my channel out there in front of some people. And I think what ended up happening was people subscribed from like Japan and like places that probably don't get my content, like don't understand it, don't find it valuable. And that ended up probably hurting my channel a little bit. So I feel like my channel is struggling. I'm not getting a lot of views, and I kind of stopped making random YouTube shorts. I I don't know. All my research tells me that I should niche down and only have like one kind of topic on my channel. Otherwise, I'm messing up the algorithm. So I can't decide between like adventure and farm stuff, but the original intent to this channel and the original name was Sweetberry Farm. And like my first couple of real videos on here were kind of me being goofy, modifying a DeWalt weed whipper thing, and I don't know. Anyway, but if I ever want my channel to amount to anything, I'm pretty sure I got to niche down. And I don't know. I'm working nights, and so I've kind of lost that like goofy spark that I had when I originally started the channel. Like I originally just kind of wanted to be goofy and do stupid stuff, but I realize all the good channels are maybe not all of them. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm working nights and it's really hard to like be goofy anymore cuz like I'm mostly just kind of tired when I'm not at work, kind of. But I got to push through that feeling and find my innocence again, my spark, you know. But I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm overtired, guys. But I'm telling you what, I must have pulled 100 weeds already. So 100,000, no problem, right? Who's counting? I'm pulling multiple weeds at a time, guys. I got like 2 solid weeds here with 1 pull. There's probably 4 in this handful. So when I said 100,000 weeds in the title here by hand, I wasn't joking. I'm going to town. I'm going to town here, dude. I am very sensitive to the sun, and I don't have sunscreen on right now, but I feel like at some point I might have to slather myself in dirt to like survive the sun. And that is something that like elephants do. I got more lamb's quarter here, guys, but there's eggs on it. There's eggs on the underside. So I'm not sure I want to eat whatever egg that is. Anyway, if you let the lamb's quarter go to seed, well, then you're going to have a lot more seeds in your garden that you're going to have to pull next time, I guess. But I don't know. It's almost impossible to have a seed-free or a weed-free garden, guys. And I know you guys only subscribe to farm content if the garden is weed-free. So in effort to get more subscribers on this channel, I am weeding. This is a weed-a-thon, and not necessarily the good kind, depending on who you are. But I'm gonna have to move that camera around and get it dirty here to get a better angle because I'm gonna be walking that way. towards you guys. Holy cow, some of these weeds are really getting deep, like with their root system. So we did just get like 3 inches of rain. So it's like easier to pull, but at the same time, I think today is like really important for weeding the garden, because if I let these weeds go any longer, it's gonna be almost impossible to pull them out. So let me rotate that camera a little bit so you can see all the effort here. These are my tomatoes. Ooh, they're getting girthy. These tomatoes are getting girthy, guys. I don't have any tomatoes growing yet, but I see some flowers. So that's definitely a sign. Definitely a sign. Trying to get these weeds and grasses by their root system. But I don't know. You don't want to just pull at the tops. You want to be able to get the roots out. There's strategy involved. But I appreciate the one person watching this. Like, it means a lot. It's just so super awesome that one person on the earth wants to watch me pull weeds. I mean, it is pretty impressive. Because, like, let's face it, nobody wants to do this. Nobody wants to pull weeds in a giant garden. Nobody at all. It's hard work. It's almost like fighting a losing battle in a sense, because it's just like, at what point are you going to actually get every single weed? Like, I don't know. So if you're just joining me, I'm pulling weeds like a wild banshee here. I'm going to get the camera way over here so you can enjoy all the wildlife sounds. I'm just grabbing weeds with my bare hands. Probably going to give myself some kind of parasite from touching all this dirt. Who knows? Oh well. Guess I'll have to parasite cleanse. I don't know what I'm talking about. They're like parasites, huh? I don't know, man. Hey, what is that? It looks like... I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at something in the dirt. It looks like a tiny tomato that had seeds that like some kind of animal chewed up and spit out. But I cannot confirm what I'm seeing. I'd show you guys, but then I probably wouldn't meet my goal of picking 100,000 weeds. What an amazing video. Mr. Beast could count to 100,000, but could he pull weeds? Could he pull 100,000 weeds, guys? I don't think so. So this is one of those, this is probably a pivotal moment in the history of this channel, pulling 100,000 weeds live. And I'm not joking, guys. I am fairly confident that I can hit 100,000 weeds easily, because I mean, I probably pulled at least 100 so far. I haven't been live streaming that long. I mean, I'm pulling them out of I'm pulling them everywhere, dude. I'm pulling them. If they're on the inside of my fence for my garden, consider the weed pulled. Bare hands and everything, dude. It's going to be amazing. Riveting YouTube. But like I said, I burn easily, and that sun is going to be beaten down, and I'm going to need to probably smear probably going to need to smear dirt all over myself here pretty soon so I don't get sunburned, because I think it's important to not get burned, especially when you're kind of European in heritage. I don't got a lot of melanin to protect my skin from burning, so gonna have to resort to these natural sunscreen stuff. Ugh. All right, I'm just pulling weeds like a madman here. I'm probably not getting the roots out on some of these, but I can always take away some of the sunshine from the root system and make it work hard. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. I've been working all night. Working all night. And then I come home and I gotta pull 100,000 weeds. And that's why you should subscribe, because I'm a hard worker. I'm a hard worker, guys. Look at all this. That's all weeds. Boom. Incredible. I'm pulling weeds, guys. Look at this. Look at this lamb's quarter, guys. Incredible. Subscribe now. Man, I wish I could eat that. If I ate everything that's edible in my garden right now, like all the weeds that are edible, I'd probably be super healthy and vivacious. You can make like a compost tea out of all this stuff. This has got to be healthy, whatever this is. Anybody know what kind of weed that is? Probably not. Anyway, no mosquitoes yet, but I'm kind of nervous. I'm feeling like the mosquitoes are gonna suddenly pop out of nowhere and start attacking. I'm almost to the point where pulling all the grass out of the garden's not very effective, and I might have to get a lawnmower in here, but I do want to make a solid attempt at trying to get all the grass out by roots. But I mean, if you saw the beginning of the live stream, this entire garden, let's go one there. Look at that entire garden. It's weed central, dude. I wish I could speak. Ugh, I wish I could talk. I can't. I'm gonna stop talking, guys. I don't know how to narrate pulling 100,000 weeds. I really don't. And this is probably like one of the hardest things you could ever do in life, is pull a ridiculous amount of weeds. There's no reward. There's no glory, guys. This is just something you do for the love of it. And I wish I could say that I love pulling weeds. I wish I could look you in the eye and tell you that I enjoy this. Oh my gosh. This is hard. Some of these grasses are just like attached pretty intensely. There's no way I'm pulling that out. You know, the only thing that could go wrong right now is if there's like a snake that just jumps out and bites me, which is very possible because some of this grass is really tall. There could be a snake hiding somewhere in there. That would really be a rough day. It'd be a rough day. But as you guys can see, we got a ridiculous amount of dirt on the hands, in the nails, and it's only just begun. So I'm gonna start putting my natural sunscreen on. Actually, let's go for it. Let's commit. There we go. I feel like that's a good first layer. Probably gonna have to get the old face soon. Just get a little bit on, just in case. Like I said, I'm pretty pasty and white. and I do not have a lot of melanin, so I burn in about 5 minutes. But it's early in the morning, so we're good. We're good for another 15 minutes, I'm sure. 8:30 rolls around. That's when I need to be concerned. But yeah, so we got our tomatoes right here. We got our walkway, which is pretty decent. And then tomatoes, and then grass that's 2 foot long. So I'm gonna put you guys up a little higher. And oh, we got comments. I just came across this video trying to figure out how to get weeds in your backyard. Oh my goodness. Well, this is the wrong video for you, because this video is all about tenacity, and I'm gonna be honest and level with you. I don't want to do this at all, but I thought, you know what? Let's see if I can rally a bunch of people around this video, and that'll be my motivation. So I got like 2 or 3 foot tall grass over here. I'm just pulling it by hand, because if I don't know. I got all this rainwater, and I'm pretty sure it's breeding mosquitoes, so I'm gonna dump it, because you don't want to have mosquitoes in your garden. So there we go. All right. I wish I knew how to talk on camera, guys. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard when you work all night, and then you come home, and you just want to like relax and watch Netflix or whatever. I don't like Netflix, by the way. I don't feel like they have anything good anymore. I don't know if they ever did. Am I wrong about that? Look at this. Just pulling that grass like that. Does Netflix have anything good? Am I missing anything, or is pulling weeds better than Netflix? Holy cow. Dude, this is how you get the grass out of your garden. Just pure effort. But I'm breaking off the rhizomes. Like, these are pretty thick roots, and I'm not getting all the root, so it's gonna keep coming back. But if I keep doing this, if I keep on just keeping on, someday I'm gonna have a weed-free garden, guys. What year is it? Wait, I bought this place in 2020, September 2020. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20. Holy cow, I can't believe. This is my 6th summer in this garden, and it doesn't even, you can't even tell that I've been gardening in this garden for 6 years, because look at the grass. Holy mackerel. But this year is going to be different, guys. I'm putting in the effort. Enough's enough. Holy cow. Look at this. I'm growing more mosquitoes. So I'm going to dump that. Holy cow. Ugh. There we go. All right. Anyway, I appreciate that comment. You're probably gone, because this is going to be a really long, boring live stream. But I do appreciate that comment. Who was that? Let me see if I can find my comments. I can't. Okay, but I appreciate it. Thank you for that lovely comment. You want to know how to get rid of the weeds in your garden? You can use like pesticide and stuff and just like nuke it, but I don't recommend that at all. I'm trying to grow my garden in a way that I can certify it organically. If I had like $2,000 to do that with, but so this is what I'm doing, guys. But let me tell you what, if the people at the farmers market knew the level of dedication to grow like super healthy food, I can't help what rains out of the sky, you know. Unfortunately, I wish I had a big air filter that I could ensure that like my garden was like 100% awesome. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm pulling 100,000 weeds, so you gotta like respect that because nobody likes doing this stuff. Nobody likes it at all. But just just bear with me here, and I'm a nice guy, you know. So like, if you're gonna subscribe to somebody, wouldn't you want to subscribe to a nice guy? I mean, they do say nice guys finish last, but you know, do we have to? Does that? Oh my gosh, am I being bitten by something? I felt like an electricity. Oh, maybe there's like some weird ant or something. I don't know. Anyway, like, nice guys should finish first, right? I mean, come on now. Come on. So, like, you know, but don't subscribe if you're not gonna watch my random videos, guys. And I promise, I'm not for everybody. In fact, I don't know if I would watch a channel with a guy like me, to be honest. Maybe I'm being too hard on myself, but I don't know if I would I don't know if there is people like me out there making random videos, but anyway, I think if it's anything outdoors, that's what this channel's about. I should just call it Daniel Outdoors or something, you know? Because really, I like being outside, but I don't like getting sunburned. So it's kind of catch 22, you know? Oh well. And you know what? Hey, how about this? If I suddenly start making millions of dollars because of my videos, like, I'm probably gonna do something with that money, like give it away. I hear that doing giveaways is very popular. So, like, today, for example, I don't know what I would give away. Like some kind of a tool that weeds or something, like a robot weeder. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. Guys, I'm overtired. I don't really know what I'm saying. But maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe just pulling 100,000 weeds by the root is all that matters. I'm pretty sure I pulled 1,000 weeds at this point, guys. Like, I'm not joking. I'm probably underestimating, but I feel like I've already pulled 1,000 weeds. And how long have we been live streaming for? 27 minutes? I feel like yeah, you know, 100,000 weeds? That sounds reasonable. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so if I've pulled 1,000 weeds in 27 minutes, I don't know if I'll be able to do. Well, you know what? Never say never. And like I said, I'm not individually counting the weeds. And like each time I pull, I might be getting like 50 weeds. You never know. But it'll be a ridiculous amount of weeds for sure. And we'll see the progress. Ugh. We will definitely see the progress. Yeah, if you want to know how to keep your garden weed free, this is the video, guys. Right here, right now. I can't say it's simple. I can't say it's easy. But, and I can't say you'll enjoy this. But I think literally pulling it by hand day after day after day after day after day after year after year after year, I think that's what it takes. Ah, okay. Oh, a little PSA. If I give you the plumber's butt, it's not intentional. I'm really focused on pulling the weeds. I don't I don't know if my pants are gonna stay up because honestly, I'm probably losing a little bit of weight as I go here. So just keep that in mind and don't overthink it. Ugh, holy mackerel. You know, I mean, somebody would come in here with a lawnmower and say that's smart to do, but I think if I want long-term uh, weedlessness, I think just pulling it by hand, taking my time, taking some deep breaths, listening to the birds chirping. If I stopped talking, I could hear that. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure how to talk right now. You know, how to keep this entertaining? I'm not really sure how. But you know what? Maybe that doesn't matter. Ooh, how's this going away from the camera? Like with my back to the camera, is that good? Or is that not good video taking? Huh. I don't know. It feels okay, but maybe you guys want to see me looking into the camera? But then if I'm looking into the camera, I can't really see what I'm pulling. Don't want to pull like my tomato plants. I don't know. This grass is kind of weird. So I'm not really getting the roots, but if I pull hard enough and try my very best. And what I want to do, I want to come in with like, I want to get some straw bales and I want to lay it on real thick to like block the grasses and weeds. The place that I get organic, certified organic straw bales from was out of straw bales until July. But guess what? It's July. So I feel like pulling the weeds and then like doing some mulching. I don't have access to like a lot of wood chips and stuff that you see be real popular. But hey, look at, actually, I got a pretty good mat with these weeds that I just pulled. Actually, like this is the weeds that I pulled make a pretty good mat. So if I put those down, like that'll kind of smother things a little bit too. So there you go. That's my strategy. Pull and smother. Trying to pull by the root though. I think that's important because it's just going to keep coming. But obviously I'm not getting 100% effective on pulling it by the root. So there's that. What if I came across a real nasty poisonous spider? You know what I mean? You know, what if it's my last day on earth all because of some nasty widowmaker spider? Is that possible? Are there like real poisonous spiders in Wisconsin that I'm not thinking of? Because now that I'm thinking about that, I'm getting a little nervous. Oh my goodness. I might have to adjust that camera. I'm moving. I'm moving. Holy mackerel. Ugh. Wow. How's that camera angle? Doing good? All right. Holy mackerel, guys. I'm actually getting a workout here. And I feel like I'm going to have a nice path on this side now. If I can just keep going. I can't stop. I gotta keep going, guys. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Sorry, guys, I'm not good at singing. or talking about pulling weeds. I feel like I'm being obnoxious right now, and I probably am, but I'm telling you what, I'm exhausted. I've been at work. I left to go to work like a long time ago, and I came home and I'm just like I'm running on fumes, guys. I'm running on fumes, but I want to be an inspiration because I know there's other people out there that work full time, have like a bunch of kids, like I got a bunch of kids, and you got a garden, and I feel like you're running out of fumes or whatever, and it's year 6, and you just want to sell it because it's way too much responsibility to have a farm or a garden. But I want to inspire you to not give up, even though I want to give up. But look at that. I got like a whole lot of weeds pulled already. At least I would say 2,000-3,000 weeds easily. And I'm gonna keep trucking. My wife's gonna be so proud of me, guys. Thanks for that one thumbs up. I appreciate it. That sun is starting to come out, guys. So I'm gonna be lathering myself up in some sunscreen, El Natural, because golly gee whiz, there's a lot of biology in this soil. Holy mackerel. I'm gonna be rubbing some nematodes on my skin. I don't want to get burned up, so probably gonna have to take a shower later, the whole 9 yards. But I feel like that sun is beating down. This is not muddy dirt though. Let me make it some mud. Oh my gosh, there's mosquitoes. Oh, big problem, mosquito larvae in this standing water bucket. Good thing I'm out here. Good thing I'm out here. Goodbye, mosquitoes. Not interested. Oh my gosh, look at this. I got tomato plants that I never planted like from months ago. They're still alive. I think I need to get these in the dirt. This is crazy. It's still alive. Just standing in standing water deep in the weeds. Like literally, this one's still alive. Kinda. I mean, I got pieces of tomato that are still alive, which is crazy. Look at this. It's just a chunk of tomato, but it's rooting. There's no leaves on it. That's crazy. I could literally get like 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I could get like 5 plants and just get them in the ground. That's crazy. Huh. Nature is persevering. Holy cow. All right. What am I trying to do, guys? I was gonna make some mud and rub it on my skin like elephants do, but I don't know if I can get it thick enough. This is kind of like, it's not working. All I'm doing is getting mud down my shirt. Guys, this ain't working too well. Oh well. All right, back to the weeding, guys. Like this is, I gotta stay focused. I'm gonna drink a little bit of my coffee before, oh, there's an ant in it. Nasty. And my hands are muddy. I can't pull it out. Oh man. This stinks. That's nasty, dude. I'm gonna try to get this ant out of here, but I'm probably gonna get some mud in my coffee. Have you ever heard of mud coffee? Hey, the ant's still alive. Let me save him. There you go, buddy. All right. I got that ant out of here, so that's good. I'm still gonna drink the coffee. I don't know how many ants are in my coffee now. Hopefully it was just one ant. I do have some mud in here, but I mean, it's not just any coffee, guys. It's like a latte, which is pretty fancy. It's not every day you get a latte, but anyway, um, yeah, I'm tired, guys. I'm super tired. Do you want to know something, guys? I'm extremely tired because I work a night job and I got a big honking garden, you know, and I'm exhausted. I'm telling you the truth, you know. But I need to pull 100,000 weeds, and I'm not gonna give up. By golly, gee whiz, you know. Uh, I think you deserve it to see somebody pull 100,000 weeds, you know. And I'm gonna whistle Dixie while I'm doing it too. So I think I got all the bugs out of my latte here. So down the hatch. I'm a little nervous, but I guess I gotta keep my energy up, you know. I mean, beggars can't be choosers, you know. But no, I'm a hardworking guy, so I got I'm gonna pull 100,000 weeds, man. You know, I don't care. I don't care if I look like a fool. I don't care if I look like a fool. I'm gonna do it, and we're gonna pull these weeds, and we're gonna change the world. The world ain't never seen this. They ain't never seen nobody pull a ridiculous amount of weeds by hand. Everybody's out there driving Lamborghinis and, you know, making really good videos. Ain't nobody ain't nobody suffering like this for a good cause, so it's got a little extra protein in it, that's all. Just a couple ants floating around in my coffee. It's hard to down this, but I need the energy, guys. I've been up all night, slaving away, working hard. I got a family. I got to feed my family. Grocery prices are way too high, guys. You know what's crazy? I got a ridiculously big garden, but I can't eat anything. It's July. We're in the 7th month of the year. I need a greenhouse is what I need. I don't even know. I don't even know what would change if I had a greenhouse, but all right. Enough of my complaining. Oh, I'm selling these coffee mugs, guys. Super worth it. Very nice. They're not cheap either. All this design stuff and the words are baked into the enamel. You can't scratch that off. Super solid. It's $11. Sweetberry.store. Is that it? Is that my website? I don't know. Link in description like of the channel. You got to go to my channel's page and then get yourself a coffee mug. It says life is sweet because obviously pulling 100,000 weeds is really sweet. And then this one, who's not wild at heart, you know what I mean? So anyway, all right. I don't know why I'm wearing a cowboy hat. I don't have I have like 3 chickens because the raccoon ate everything else. I'm struggling, guys. I'm a struggling farmer. But you know what? We're gonna someday, dude. Someday this is gonna be the best farm on the planet. All because of today. It starts here with a ridiculous amount of weeds. All right. So let's get back to it. I'm enough talking, you know? Uh a little more talk and a lot more action, like that country song or whatever. Is that how it goes? No, a little less talk and a lot more action. I'm not a country fan, honestly. I don't like country music as much. I'm trying. I don't know how to get this soil to like stick to my skin so I don't burn. I feel like I need a little more moisture, but I don't want to put like nasty mosquito water on my skin. I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. I think I see something. There's some muddy water here. I hopefully the mosquito larvae. Oh my gosh, there's a spider. There's a spider in there, guys. I'm gonna use some of this muddy water Hopefully the mosquitoes are dead, because that'd be kind of nasty, but I don't know, man. I just don't want to burn, you know? I don't. Getting a sunburn is not really worth it, guys. So, I mean, I like a little bit of sun and it's healthy for you, but if you're as pasty as me, you really don't, you don't want to get too much sun at one time, guys. You just don't want to get that too much. But no, you know, you want some. You definitely want to. Okay, I got to pull the weeds, guys. We're working hard here today. All right. Yeah. So, oh my goodness, guys. I found a ridiculously big lamb's quarter. Oh my gosh. Look at this, guys. Did you know that if I was desperate enough, I could sell this as like poor man's spinach? Uh, and if you don't believe me, let me see if there's any like bug eggs on this one. I don't know. Probably is. Yeah, I see some eggs there. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna eat a piece just to prove it. This one looks pretty safe, so there you go. There you go, guys. Evidence right there. Lamb's quarter, really healthy for you. Make your skin glow and stuff. And it tastes okay if you use your imagination. Anyway, I'm gonna compost that. We're just pulling weeds, guys. 100,000 weeds. Oh my gosh. Woo. Dude, I have a bundle of weeds here. There's probably 25 weeds. One handful, guys. We're going to town. Oh yeah. All right. I'm gonna kind of stop talking because I'm telling you what, I'm an honest guy. I don't feel like talking is really adding a whole lot to this live stream. So let's just listen to the sounds of nature. I'll be really quiet now. Give you some ASMR nature, okay? So call your friends, your relatives, and tell them to tune in for a nice peaceful morning. It's Sunday, it's the good Lord's day, you know. So as you're getting ready to go to church, you can watch a heathen pull weeds. I mean, honestly, I think God could have rested on a Monday or Tuesday also, like technically, unless it says somewhere that it was specifically Sunday. I don't think that I'm like a bad person for pulling weeds, but some people would beg to differ. So, you know what? I don't know what to say to those people, but you know, I wish them all the best. You know, I'm not gonna judge. Like, if you wanna say that I shouldn't be pulling weeds on Sunday, like that's your entitlement. You can certainly believe that. It just seems a little harsh. But I mean, you know, I'm not judging. I ain't got a judgmental bone in my body. Are you kidding me? Who's got time for that? So, you know, I'm just out here working hard, you know, for the money. Just there is some kind of a thorny bush. I think it's a raspberry. Holy cow. It's a raspberry though. It kind of looks like a raspberry. So I'm not, but I do have an app called what's that app called? Picture this. And it shows me like what the plant is. So, but it's on my cell phone that I'm live streaming on, so I can't like see what this thing is. I wish I had like here's my promise. If I ever make it big, I'm gonna have live streams where there's two videos at the same time. There's gonna be like this shot, but then there's gonna be a split screen and it's gonna be point of view. And then like I'll have like another screen that pops up and tells you what kind of plant I'm looking at. It's gonna be so cool, guys. But it's gonna take people. And I can't do it without the two people watching right now. So hats off to you guys. I mean, there you go. I got some hat hair there. I don't know, man, but I'm making progress. I don't know. Can you can you see the scale? Let me get my big head out of the way. You can see that I'm like all this space is like I'm working hard, guys. I'm working pretty hard. All right. 100,000 weeds, guys. I promised. I promise. People are like, 100,000 weeds, really? Yeah, dude, I'm promising. Bare hands. Look at this. I'm sacrificing my life. Anything can happen. I could run into a snake. I could get a big old, like, poisonous spider biting me. Anything can happen, guys. I mean, this is like actually pretty heart pumping action. I'm kind of nervous because if I pull a weed in the wrong location, like I'm telling you what, they might have to get me an ambulance. So I would watch this, guys. I'd seriously consider watching this entire live stream. Like I'm not joking. So, oh man, but I'm moving, dude. Holy, whew. Nope, nope. I thought I saw something. Sorry, guys. I thought I saw something for a second, for a split second. It was a leaf. It was a leaf, but for a second there, it could have been something kind of sketchy, kind of dangerous. You know what I mean? So, like I said, oh, I think I pulled a raspberry plant. Let's see if I can replant it or did I kill it? You know what? I'm not sure. Is this a raspberry? It could be. I'm gonna try to plant it. Here, I'll show you guys. This is what I'm looking at. It's either a weed or it's a raspberry. It looks like a raspberry. I think I could try to plant it. I'm not sure what it is, but I accidentally pulled it. I was gonna use my Picture This app to make sure it was a raspberry, but I'm gonna kind of put this back into the ground over here. I'm just gonna dig in with my finger and try to plant it. I don't know. It could be too late, but there. I got it in the ground. My bad. I gotta be a little more careful when I'm pulling these weeds. That's for sure. Holy mackerel. I'm liking the progress that I'm making. Like I feel like 100,000 weeds is gonna be easy, guys. I mean, I've definitely pulled thousands of weeds so far. So it's not a stretch. Definitely not. It is possible. So what are your guys' thoughts on me pulling weeds on a Sunday? Is that offensive? And if it is, my apologies. My apologies. For sure. I didn't think about how offensive it could be until I thought about it, but it could be. I've certainly known people who would be absolutely flabbergasted. But I'm telling you what, there's so many weeds in my garden, like I gotta pull these things. Like there's no choice here. It's either I have a exceptionally weedy, grassy garden, or I get out here and do what I'm doing. And yeah, holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. Feel like I'm making tremendous progress though. Like I'm certainly going somewhere here. Ugh. Yeah, when I said 100,000 weeds on the title of this live stream, I thought no way. Like there's no way. But now that I'm out here pulling, oh yeah. easily, easily. I can easily get 100,000 weeds. Easily. Are you kidding me? 100% possible. Especially at the rate I'm going. And I like that I can just take the weeds and then put them in my walkways, like sideways, and that's probably gonna be pretty good for, like, weed control. So if anything wants to grow back up, they're gonna have a mat of grass and weeds that they're gonna have to fight through. So, I mean, to be truthful, unfortunately, if you want a weed-free garden and you want it to be healthy and organic, this is pretty much what you have to do, unfortunately. But I think it's mind over matter, you know? Like, I don't wanna be out here right now doing this. You know what I mean? And nobody wants to have to get out there and do this. But I think once you start doing it, you enjoy it. You hear the birds chirping, you get into the zone, uh, you start to see that you're making progress, and it can be addictive, you know? But like I say, hey, be careful for the sunburn if you don't have a lot of melanin, like me. Don't be afraid to rub a little bit of dirt on yourself, you know? Who's gonna say anything? Who's gonna make fun of you? You know? Unless you're live streaming on YouTube, but nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing it because they're afraid. They don't want to be held accountable. They want you to think that their garden's perfect and that it took no effort. They don't want to show you. All these fancy homesteader YouTubers, they don't want to show you that they're hiring Amish people to do all the work so that they look incredible. So, you know what? I'm not like that. I'm going to show you the hard truth that nobody wants you to know. And that's that it's just hard work and you got to get dirty, guys. There's no way around it. And you might get a couple of ants in your latte, set it down on the ground. I think I got ant in my right now. But it's not about me, guys. It's about inspiring you to make the most out of your garden or whatever, you know? Hey, I'm just a simple human being, you know? I put my pants on one leg at a time, you know what I'm saying? So there you go. I'm just a simple human. Anyway, so yeah, guys, super incredible, super awesome. You know what? A lot of people are like, "Oh, you're a big fancy YouTuber," you know, and I'm just like, "No, dude, I'm just a regular dude, just a regular guy out here pulling weeds by hand, like it's 1800 or something, you know? You know? You know what's weird? The Amish people, their lady folk are working in the gardens pulling the weeds and stuff. That's what I've noticed. Like the men are just sitting on their porch drinking some sweet tea or whatever, you know, and the ladies are out there working hard in the garden. So like I kind of live in Amish country and it's like when the Amish men are riding around on their buggies, are they looking at me like I'm less of a man? Be- uh, I think I got a bug in my mouth because I'm pulling the weeds in my garden. Are they like, haha, that man's pulling weeds in his garden? Like, I mean, I'm not super worried about it or concerned, but it's just like, what would a Amish dude think if he saw me out here working hard, you know? Like, I don't want to judge, you know, but seriously, like I feel like this is pretty mainly work, but I think women can do it too. I think everybody's capable if they put their mind to it. But I ain't never seen an Amish dude out there pulling weeds in a garden, you know. Is it because it's not like important, or like maybe they're just interested in making money. They're real good business people. I don't know how to make money. I feel like I'm good at like giving money away and losing money. Like I don't know how to make profit. I don't feel good about it. You know what I mean? Like I like to earn money and stuff, but like selling something for like a stupid amount beyond what it's really worth is like, yeah, that's hard for me to do. And that's why this cup's only $11. It's a premium cup. The design is baked in. You can't scratch that off, guys. I don't know how to sell cups. $11 probably too expensive, but this is my design. It says life is sweet, and it, so shameless plug. I don't know how to sell it. I feel wrong doing what I just did. Don't buy that cup, guys. We all know you can go to Walmart and get a cheap coffee cup for like $5, maybe less, but I mean, that one's special. I am pulling 100,000 weeds. So you might want to reconsider what I just said and maybe buy yourself like a dozen of those or whatever, but it's on the website. If you go to my homepage and you're like, you know what, this guy's pulling 100,000 weeds, let me encourage him with a giant financial purchase, like feel free. $11, it's high quality. I ain't never seen no coffee mug with two designs, one on each side, really decent, for $11. Are you kidding me? You know what I mean? So guys, feel free. Oh, also, another way to support my channel, I'm making review videos on Amazon. And if you go to my Sweet Berry Essentials Amazon page, I got a link in the description of this channel. And you look at the stuff that I buy, and then you buy it. I make a little bit of cheddar. I think so far I made over $100, like just making review videos on Amazon. It's kind of cool, because it's stuff I buy anyway, and I don't work too hard on the review video. Like it's pretty easy to just make them. But I'm just saying, full transparency, I'm out here hustling. I got a full-time job that I'm hustling at, and I'm also hustling making a YouTube channel. And I'm telling you what, like I feel like I'm struggling on my YouTube channel because it hasn't been growing lately. But I'm not giving up because I really enjoy making videos and being goofy and just doing my thing. And as if I ever become successful, I kind of want to chronicle like how unsuccessful I was, like the early days of me, like, look this, I'm pulling 100,000 weeds. Like I just kind of want to chronicle that, because if I ever do become successful, I want to have like a real story to tell people. Like if people are like jealous, like, oh, that guy on Sweet Berry World, blah, 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 had it all handed to him like it was easy. I'd be like, no, go take a look. Go watch my 4,000 videos on YouTube that I've unlisted. I've unlisted a lot of videos on this channel because I'm trying to niche it down instead of being so random. But I got like 3,500 videos that I've unlisted. I might relist them. Like if my channel grows, I might unlist my 3,500 videos. But right now I got a lot of unlisted videos. Anyway, it's been a struggle. I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like I'm gonna get a sunburn here though. So let me dig into the dirt and try to rub some on my face. There we go. All right. Am I off camera? I feel like, am I still on camera? I don't know. All right. I am making progress, guys. I'm making legitimate progress. This section that I'm pulling weeds on and grass on right now was a legitimate concern of mine. because the grass was like 3 foot tall. And this is like the worst, tallest weeds and grass in my garden, this section I'm working in. And I'm really plowing through. So I'm feeling actually pretty good. I definitely feel like I had to have pulled 10,000 weeds at this point. Definitely. I'm double fisting this stuff. I'm pulling these weeds. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really earning my keep today. So I have to sleep because I work tonight. That's the crazy part, guys. No pain, no gain. I got a full-time job. And my job, they can force me to work 16 hours. That's also crazy. Like, they can force me to be at work for 16 straight hours. Sometimes that happens. So imagine, like, getting off work, pulling 100,000 weeds, going into work that night, getting forced to work 16 straight hours. Imagine how tired you would be after that. Let's hope. Tonight at work, I was number 4 on the jam list. Holy cow, is that a dead mouse? Ooh, nasty. I don't think it is. It's some weird kind of piece of dirt. Anyway, I was number 4 on the jam list, and I don't know, I don't think anybody got jammed. So hopefully when I go into work tonight, I'm still number 4. And I don't like getting jammed, but it is, if you get a good position, when you're jammed, it's not too bad. There's positions at my job that I prefer over others if I'm jammed. I definitely don't want to be like the lead guy, because I work one of those jobs where it's like human services and there's people going crazy and they might need you to like save the day or something. And you don't want to be tired when you're trying to save the day, you know what I mean? Because you got to be able to make proper decisions and stuff. So that's why getting good rest is important, especially for the job I have. But I'm telling you what, like, if you want to sleep like a baby, probably, sorry, I'm a man and we sneeze real loud sometimes, if not most of the time, in my experience. If you're, what was I gonna say? I have no idea what was I gonna say? Dude, I think I just had a stroke when I sneezed. Um, but anyway, I don't know what I was gonna say. I think I just sneezed out like some brain cells. Holy mackerel. I am making extreme progress though. Dude, I am almost to the end of this row. I'm feeling good about it too. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Pulling weeds gets you like exhausted. You know what I mean? So like I should be able to sleep like a baby when I'm done doing this, you know what I mean? Cuz like hard work and all this talking, all this rambling that I'm doing is like kind of exhausting. I'm using my energy, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna sleep real good. Plus, before I did this, before I came out here to pull 100,000 weeds, I did some sit-ups. I did 12 sit-ups, believe it or not. And I have as part of my job, I have a big old physical fitness test that I got to take in a few days. And as part of the physical fitness test, I need to be able to do 24 sit-ups in 1 minute. So I'm up to 12. That's halfway. And I think I could have kept going, but my tailbone, dude, my tailbone was aching, man. Like, I don't like how it feels, but I was on a hardwood floor. So my hope is when I got to do those real 24, I hope that they got a nice comfortable mat for my tailbone, dude, cuz I don't like how my tailbone feels. You know what I'm saying? Just do it right now. If you're watching this, do 10 sit-ups on a hardwood floor. Tell me how it feels. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it does feel good. I don't, not to me. I can't. I can't, but I can. But anyway, so I got to be able to do 24 sit-ups by the 14th of this month. So I got about 8 or 9 days. And I got to do 18 push-ups. Yesterday, I got up to 17 push-ups. And I think I could have got 18, but I don't have a good breathing technique. Like I'm not really breathing when I'm doing them. And so I'm probably running out of energy a little quicker than if I could breathe properly. But I mean, a couple tweaks here and there, learn how to breathe over the next 9 days, and I should be able to do pretty good and pass the physical fitness test. I think you got to run like a mile and a half or something in 20 minutes. That's easy. I'm pretty physically fit, if you can't tell. So anyway, so I did those 12 push-ups or sit-ups before I came out here. So, as you can tell, like I am spent. My energy, dude, I am absolutely spent. But you know what? All this progress I'm making on these weeds, I'm feeling real good. I'm feeling tremendous about where I'm at. I feel like I'm definitely gonna pull 100,000 weeds before the end of this live stream. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good. People are supporting me. I already got a couple of comments on this live stream and a couple of thumbs ups, and I couldn't do it without you guys. I mean, you're the reason that I'm so energized and vivacious and full of life, and I'm pulling these weeds like crazy, and I couldn't do it without you. So, you know, if I could just, tell you how grateful I am that you're spending a few moments with me here on this live stream, watching me pull my weeds, I would do that. And I think I just did. Holy cow, there's a massive spider. That looks like a widowmaker right there. All right, let me see how the live stream is doing. Holy cow, we got 3 people and 3 thumbs up. Couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much. Let me reach out and high five. Okay, that's weird. All right, guys. Holy cow, though. Do you see the progress, or is it just me? Like, I feel like I'm weeding and I'm mulching at the same time. My tomatoes are right here. They're bushing up. They're getting bushy. I'm feeling awesome about this, guys. Holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. I'd be lying to you if I said I got every single piece of grass by the roots, but I'm trying my best. And that's all that I can do is just try my best. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. All you can do is do your best. Don't feel sad if you can't do it perfectly. Just try your best. Anyway, guys, drop some comments. I'd love to read comments, but obviously I'm busy pulling 100,000 weeds by hand. This garden has met its match. Okay? That I went into my Adobe software and I made a screen dealing mabobber, and I think it said weeds have met their match, and I took a picture of myself wearing this cowboy hat, and I'm like, yeah, this is going to be a successful live stream. I went all out. I didn't really plan this live stream. I wasn't like planning for weeks that I was going to do this, but I'm telling you what, I was inspired. I was inspired by the 3.5 inches of rain that we got the other day, and I knew that the garden would be primed to pull weeds. I knew they'd come out nice and easy with all their roots. The weeds are coming out with their roots, but the grasses are a little harder to get all the roots with the grass. But if I use all the grass and weeds that I pull for ground cover, the grasses that I don't get all the roots should have a very challenging time growing through the mat. And I'm going to buy some straw. And I'm going to go over my walking paths with straw. Certified organic straw, guys. Spare no expense. $5 a bale. Because I want to have an extremely vivacious, thriving garden. So I spend, you got to spend a little money on the garden. Good things don't come cheap and easy, that's for sure. I mean, I'm making some progress here. I don't know if I'm still on camera, but I am making some absolute progress, and the weeds are coming out real good. Weeds are coming out real good in this location. The soil's loose, and I'm gonna cover it with all of my trimmings, and it's gonna be beautiful. Next year, oh my goodness, this is gonna be beautiful soil in this walking space, and I'm gonna definitely grow something awesome right where I'm at, because the soil is gonna be loose. It's gonna have all this decomposing matter. I'm excited, guys. I don't know if you can tell. I might sound exhausted, but I mean, I got everything to live for right now. You know what I'm saying? This is the pinnacle of my existence right here, right now. Super excited to share it live. Guys, nobody's doing this. Mr. Beast, he'd be afraid. He'd be afraid to pull weeds. He's making incredible content doing other things though, so no shade on him. But apparently there's more to YouTube than just Mr. Beast videos. So I don't know, drop it in the comments. What do you like watching? Tell me some good stuff to watch. Is there people who do like homestead garden stuff that I should be aware of, that know how to speak on camera? Maybe I could take some pointers and learn something. I don't know if I think I could study the rest of my life, and I'm not sure I could pull it off like some of these other YouTubers, but that's okay. On this channel, we're just gonna be unique and not care about professionalism, you know? Who needs to be professional and perfect all the time? It's so hard to do. I just want to keep things simple, you know? And that's why I'm pulling weeds by hand. Just keeping it simple. Back to nature, you know? Holy cow. I'm almost to the end of this row. Nobody on earth can say that there wasn't 100,000 weeds in this one row. Nobody. There was a ridiculous amount of weeds here. At least 100,000. Oh. Oh my goodness. My wife's gonna be so proud of me to see that I've pulled this many weeds, and I think I'm gonna inspire her. Cause like she likes to take pride in the garden and come out here, and she feels good about this garden. She thinks it's our best garden yet. But really, I think she's probably looking out the window in the house, just being like, whoa, that's my husband pulling weeds. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm probably gonna get a big old hug, maybe a kiss. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I'm not doing it for that, but you know, hey, if all this hard work pays off and stuff, well, then you know, I ain't gonna complain. But I'm not expecting anything, but whatever. I'm just out here working hard, you know, and that's what matters. It's just like it's putting the work in, getting the reps, you know, and you know, it's good for physical fitness. It's good for a lot of stuff just to get out here, get some vitamin D, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm just like, dude, I am making so much tremendous progress. This is crazy. I wish I could do this all day. Honestly, what time is it? Almost 9 o'clock. It's almost 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, guys. Holy cow. I'm really gonna start to get sunburned here. I'm nervous. I really should get to bed somewhere around 10 o'clock, but I don't know. I'm feeling like I'm making so much progress that I want to keep going. It's addictive. It is. Like I swear, like nobody wants to pull weeds, but once you start pulling, I'm telling you what, everything changes. Your sense of time and space and everything. It's just like it's crazy, you know? So, oh my goodness, man. Like I'm going like a madman here. I'm getting every single weed almost. Like this is crazy, dude. I'm getting stuff by the root. I'm not just pulling the tops. Like this is great. My goodness, dude. I'm on fire. Like if this wasn't caught on camera, nobody would believe it. Nobody would believe this right now. I'm going like crazy. Wow. I'm vivacious. I'm alive. I mean, life is going tremendous for me. I ain't got no complaints. This is fabulous, guys. I mean, subscribe now. This is what you tuned in for. You're like, huh? 100,000 weeds? What is this guy like, the Terminator? Did he come from the future? No, man. I'm living right here in the present, dude. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't. Like, I'm out here grinding, and I think this is one of those moments where, it's not about me anymore. We're the human race, guys. We're the human race. And whoa, I just got dirt in my face. We're the stinking human race, guys. We're all in this together. And when greatness is achieved, I think it just brings everybody up. And here, I don't know if I'm still on camera, but I am pulling weeds like a crazy man. I've never felt so alive. And I'm almost to the end of this tomato row, and it's looking great, dude. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. I am so happy, dude. Words can't describe. They just can't. And so I think I'm going to take a moment of silence just to enjoy the moment. And feel free to just drop some comments and let me know what's on your mind, dude. Are you proud to be like a human because of the progress I'm making on the weeds? Like, tell me an experience you have pulling weeds, guys. Like, serious. I'm gonna read it as soon as I'm like over there, if I can figure out how to find the comment section on my phone. So, like, this is great, guys. I'm actually stinking making a ridiculous amount of progress. Oh my gosh. This is awesome, dude. Like, I can't even. I can't even, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, I feel like I could do the entire garden at this pace. This is crazy. This is crazy. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day, man. Woo! Ooh. All right. Am I still on camera? I can't tell. I'm going to have to move that thing. Holy mackerel. Whew. Oh my goodness. I'm going like crazy here. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. Feel like I have bugs crawling in my pants. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you say, what can make me feel this way? My weeds, my weeds, my weeds. Talking about my weeds, my weeds. Okay, guys. Ugh. Holy mackerel. You know what? You know what's even better? I haven't been eaten by a snake. There was only one ant in my latte, and so much more. Subscribe now, guys. Subscribe now. Holy cow, I got some kind of weird butt bug on me. Oh my gosh, and a spider? Wait, that's not a spider. That's some weird bug. I'm starting to get creeped out here, guys. I got a ridiculous amount of bugs on me. But you know what? I got to keep going. I can't give up. So I don't care, man. Whether I got bugs crawling all over me or not, I'm just going to lean in and find my inner strength, you know? I'm going to find that inner voice that tells me that I can pull 100,000 weeds. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be careful, guys. I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Oh, I had a bug. Ooh, nasty bug. You got to be careful because the weeds are wet. And so your hands are going to get all pruny and nasty. And then sometimes when you pull with your bare hands, you can get cuts. You can cut your fingers and stuff because they're like soft and wet, and sometimes the grass can be sharp, especially if your hand slides along like a piece of grass or something. So viewer discretion is advised, and you gotta be careful. But guys, oh my gosh, did you just see how I handled that 3-foot tall grass? Like, it's almost completely weeded, and this has got to be a 20-foot section that's like 2 or 3 feet wide easily, and it's pretty much weeded to absolute perfection. I feel great about it. I feel really good about it, but there's so much unfinished business. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this camera because I feel like I need to. And yeah, we got 7 people. Look at this. Look, I know it looks like I didn't weed it, but that's because I laid my weeds down on top to kind of smother anything else. If that makes sense, guys. Guys, I am doing this for the human race right now, so it's super important that you subscribe now to show some support, because like I am overtired and I'm working hard. So I think that earns like some respect just because we're all human beings and stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't want to beg for like comments and likes and stuff, but you know, I think you're supposed to ask for that stuff. So yeah. Gosh, guys. Holy mackerel. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this camera up somewhere and I'm gonna keep pulling stuff. So here we go. Let's wrap that. I don't know. Let's see if I can get this to stay. That's pretty good. How's that? Is that pretty good? All right. We're still doing good. I'm just gonna keep pulling weeds, guys. There's nothing else. Look at that, guys. Are you kidding me? Dude, that's coming out beautifully. So I'm not an expert at live streaming, guys. So I don't know what kind of cool things I can talk about or say that'll make this interesting. So just drop some comments, help me out. Let me know like things I could actually talk about to make this live stream more entertaining. Cause let's face it, pulling 100,000 weeds, not very entertaining. Plus, I'm a dad. I'm 40 years old. I don't have much to talk about. You know what I mean? Like usually people who have kids are super boring and they don't have much to talk about, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's somebody out there rocking it with like 5 kids. Maybe you have like a really good social life and you're just rocking life and you have interesting things to talk about. Just drop it in the comments. Let me know. Like, I want to know about you. You know what I mean? Kinda. Like, don't overshare, but just like, if it's gonna be inspirational, like, I highly recommend. Just like say, hey, you know, I'm 40 and a father of 8, and I have a really good social life. And then, you know, you can inspire other people that are kind of like you or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I mean, right? Am I speaking English? I don't know. Anyway, or I'm not saying English is the best. It's just the only thing I know. So maybe I shouldn't have said that. If I offended you, I'm super sorry because I love people who speak other languages other than English. Like I do. I'm so serious. I respect it and I think it's super cool. I wish I could talk a lot of different languages, you know? That'd be awesome. But I'm just not at that point in my life where I find it important to speak multiple languages. But I think someday, you know, I'd be open to being able to speak multiple languages. Um, but with AI and everything coming out, you know, I feel like I could probably spend a little bit of money and like dub all my incredible videos eventually. Um, I'm just I'm not sure I'm not gonna like do that for a while because I'm not really making like premium videos on YouTube right now. I'm just kind of making videos where I'm extremely overtired. But I feel like this video could really push the envelope of what's possible on YouTube. Like 100,000 weeds on a live stream. What? Unheard of, right? And the evidence is on here. I've pulled obviously like thousands of weeds already, and we're just getting started unless I start to get a sunburn. But I feel like the title of the video is super true so far. I mean, I'm delivering on what was promised, and that deserves a like, guys. I mean, I'm not going to beg you for a like. I don't want a pity like, but if you can see that I'm actually pulling weeds, I would just tell the algorithm thank you by just liking what you're seeing. It doesn't mean that you want to watch this entire live stream. It just means that you kind of respect it a little bit because I'm telling the truth and I'm doing work. People love it when other people do work, I think. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing the work so you don't have to. You know what I mean? So yeah. Woo. I think I'm gonna need to drink some water with all this talking that I'm doing though, because I'm kind of annoying myself at this point, but I don't know how to stop talking. I feel like I've talked so much that I just at this point, what's the point? What's the point in not talking anymore? You know? Like I've already said so much. So it's like let's just keep it going, you know? I'm keeping some weeds. I think I mentioned that earlier. There's weeds that are actually beneficial. I forget the name of the weed because I'm overtired. But like we have lamb's quarter, that's kind of like a spinach. And there's another one that I forget the name of because I'm overtired and I'm not going to remember it until tomorrow. But I'm keeping some of my weeds just for fun. Like there's a weed that's high in omega-6 or something, or like omega fatty acids, or I don't know. But I know what it looks like, but my brain's not working, so I can't tell you. Somebody drop it in the comments. Did I leave a big enough hint? And here, I'll show you. This is the plant right here. This is the one that's high in omegas. It's just kind of dirty, but I'll eat some. Look. Mmm. It's like a succulent. It's pretty good, actually. I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat a little more. That's pretty good. Mmm. Yummy. I feel like healthy already. But I'm gonna leave some weeds here and let them grow. But I'm gonna pull most of them. But like, I don't know if I'm gonna leave lamb's quarter per se. In fact, I'm not, but I know you can eat lamb's quarter like a spinach. But yeah. Oh, milkweed. I'm leaving milkweed also for the butterflies. So I got a milkweed plant right here. I'm gonna leave milkweed here. Because I feel like pollinators are super important, and that's why I'm pulling all these weeds by hand, guys. Like, because the world needs more pollinators, and I want the pollinators to find like a refuge here at my farm. Like, I feel like it's important. So we're gonna leave some food for butterflies, and I mean it's a catch-22. Like seriously, like I don't want grass growing in my garden, but some of these things that are not grass, I actually don't mind. You know what I mean? So I think it's like really important that you educate yourself with some things that you might consider a weed, and ask yourself if you're willing to just let a few of them grow in your garden. You know what I'm saying? I think it's super cool to like work with nature a little bit. But grass, like, heck no. I got enough grass everywhere else. So, like, I'm definitely trying to get the grass out of my garden, which is just an uphill battle because this garden was created from a field that cows used to graze in. And so I got some crazy grass that just, you could cover it with a silage tarp for 2 years. The grass would shoot right up after a month. Like the roots are so crazy that you could have a giant silage tarp, and right in the center of the silage tarp after 2 years, it looked like dirt when you pull up the silage tarp, but it would blow your mind how quickly the grass would shoot up because the roots underneath are just going crazy. I don't know what kind of grass I got, orchard grass, or I don't even know, but it's a wild grass that you almost have to pull it up by hand, which takes forever. Takes forever. But anyway, I'm telling you what, pulling grass and weeds in your garden is way more fun when you're live streaming it. That's for sure. I don't think I'd be as motivated if I wasn't live streaming right now. I feel like I'm held accountable right now because I said 100,000 weeds pulled, and I am not joking. This live stream is giving me like extra energy because right now I'd be sitting inside watching some cartoon with my kids, which is important too. In fact, I'm telling you what, my kids are the most important thing in the world, and they always will be, and my wife's important. But then if you believe in God and stuff, that's important. That's like, they say God, then your wife, then your kids, some order like that. And I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to disagree with that because I'm not an atheist. Well, and there's probably nothing wrong with being one. I'm not judging because I think, I mean, you got to believe in God and stuff. And I ain't never seen God, but I think I've experienced things that are pretty darn special. And I'm pretty lucky in many instances. So I don't have a reason to not believe. I've also experienced a lot of tragedy and pain. And a lot of people stop believing in God with tragedy and pain and stuff. But I don't know. I think that's just part of life. And it's weird because there's so many horrible things in the world. There's people born with like deformities and stuff, and it's just like it makes you think. Like if you really start thinking about it, life can be very unfair for some people, and it makes you just wonder. Like it can blow your mind. When I think about it, like I saw a story about a guy who had a twin, but the twin was inside his stomach and like there was an arm and a leg and some hands or something and they had to remove it and it was alive and it was growing, but it's just weird. Like it's super life is so weird and you can't explain it. You can't explain it. All you can do is just be thankful that you have what you have when you have it because life is always changing. Your looks are fading. You're gonna get older. We all have the same destiny. We're not gonna be here forever. I think you just got to be grateful and thankful for what you have when you have it. And I don't know what I'm talking about, but all I know is I'm here to pull 100,000 weeds, and it's not really exactly the most important thing I could be doing, but I'm doing it. And yeah, there's so many more important things I could be doing though, right? And I don't think all the effort I'm putting in is gonna net me a lot more vegetables and food and stuff. Cause I'm pulling grass and weeds from like the walkways, you know? But I don't know. I think it's just important to pull some weeds right now, I guess. I don't know, guys. I'm overtired. I worked last night and I didn't get any sleep like normal people. So I'm just overtired and I'm yammering. I don't know. But if you're watching this for 2 seconds, I appreciate you. Because I'm trying to change my family's life and I'm trying to like get to the point where I can be more present. Maybe I don't need to work nights, the night shift. You know, maybe I can homeschool my kids or something and make videos. But that's a pipe dream. That's like the top 1%. And I'm definitely nowhere near top 1% YouTuber material. But, you know, a guy can kind of dream. It'd be cool to make videos that help people. But I think before you help people, you got to struggle. You got to pull 100,000 weeds. You got to get that real life experience. You know, I'm not going to do that AI business. I can make a bunch of AI videos that tell you exactly how to have a weed-free garden. You know what I mean? But the reality is different than the AI. There's no way in heck that you could have a weed-free garden unless you poison yourself with a bunch of chemicals. Uh, there's no way. There's no way. You got to put in the effort. You got to pull the grass and the roots and everything by hand. I tilled up this garden and I dug in and sifted out grass roots with my bare hands. I could do that for 10 years straight and I think I'd still be doing it. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but there's some things in life that can't be AI'd. Unless they come out with a robot that can do what I'm doing, which they might be able to, and I'm all about that. I would pay $500 a month for a Tesla robot that could come out here and get every single weed out of this garden. I would pay 500 bucks. But at the same time, there's something healthy about being out here in the garden, getting some sunshine, being in the plants in the dirt. There's something special about this. It's the human experience, you know? And I think it's hard work, but you can feel accomplished. Like, I actually feel pretty accomplished just with what I've done in this live stream so far. I feel like really good about it. I feel like I could go to bed before work tonight and feel pretty good about the work I've done. And I've only been out here an hour. Like, it ain't been too crazy. I'm not bleeding. I don't got blisters, but I got quite a bit of weeding done. And that means there's going to be less seeds being spit out into this garden that I have to worry about next year. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, holy mackerel. Holy mackerel. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway. Okay, over in this section, I got sweet potato plants. So I have to kind of weed around those a little bit. Holy mackerel. I feel like I'm going to get a sunburn today if I'm not careful. I did pull out a milkweed. I think it's too late to replant it. I'm going to try to keep the milkweed here for the butterflies and stuff, though. But sometimes you make a mistake. I don't mind if the milkweed goes to seed. Like, I'm cool with it. It's a generally pretty cool plant. And I'm going to have quite a few milkweeds in this garden area. I don't mind. Like, I can sacrifice a little bit of perfection for that situation. Perfection. Holy cow, guys. I am making tremendous progress, though. Like, I'm feeling really good. I keep repeating that because I don't know what else to say. But I feel like I've made really good progress on the weeds. And I'm doing a pretty thorough job too. Like I'm not really missing much. I can't say I'm getting all the grass roots under the ground, but I am pulling up some grass roots, trying to pull as close to the ground as I can, shaking off the dirt. And I mean, there's a ridiculous amount of, look at this, I'm pulling this grass root right out of the ground. It's like super thick. It's like a jump rope. It's crazy. It's crazy. Holy mackerel, guys. I'm trying to do detailed work now. I'm kind of getting around my fruits and vegetables. So, like, weeding around plants at this point is going to be critical. And being thorough, critical as well. I also want to get the stuff in my walkways, so that way we're not going to get seeds I don't want nasty weed seeds and grass seeds growing in this part of the garden. And then also I want to like mow the grass on the outskirts of my fence for this garden. I want to expand in future years. I want to make this garden like at least twice as big, you know, for like a true farmer's market garden. But what I have here is definitely bigger than a normal garden so far. I can't say exactly how big it is because I didn't get like a measuring wheel out here, but I would say a quarter acre. I feel like I definitely have a quarter acre of vegetable garden here, which is pretty big. I mean, it's a lot to hand weed. Are you kidding me? It's crazy. But all this work that I'm doing hopefully pays off for next year and the year after. Or whatever. All right. Holy cow. Tremendous. So I think my saving grace here is that hopefully my wife and my kids will come out here and pull some weeds today while the ground is wet. And if we can maximize like all that effort of multiple people, like hopefully our garden will, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. I think I'm exhausted beyond exhaustion, but I don't know. I need somebody else to narrate what I'm doing. How do I find the comment section? That's what I want to see. Comments. Oh, here we go. Chat view options. Top chat. Hey, bro, I do the same thing, but use a flathead screwdriver to help pop up. That sounds smart. Wow. Thank you. Thank you for that information. I think a flathead screwdriver would have saved me so much. I want to see the live chat. Did I only get one message? No, I got others. Came across, so I got two messages. Suey M4T. Everybody stay calm. 5090. Appreciate the comments. All right, guys, we are pulling 100,000 weeds on a Sunday, and I'm not joking. I don't know if this is coming across on video, but all those were basically pulled by hand and by root. I didn't just pull the tops, and then I laid them down as like a mat. So there's a ridiculous amount of weeds that I pulled. All right, I pulled a ridiculous amount. I'm gonna set you guys down right here. I'm gonna try to do some detailed weeding around my tomato plants here. Try to get some of these weeds pulled by hand. And in my walkway. Never forget the walkway, guys. So there's a farm that's a certified organic farm, and they're selling certified organic straw bales for $5. And it's kind of spendy, but I want to buy like, I don't know, 20. Oh, did I get bit? No, I don't think I did. I want to buy like 20 or 30 straw bales, maybe more. How much is that going to cost? Yeah, like $200. I don't know. It's stupid amounts of money. I'll never get that much money out of this garden, at least this year, but I want to buy a bunch of straw and lay it out, get it around my plants, get it in the walkways. And then it's going to become mulch eventually. I mean, if you've heard of hay bale gardening, like I think I'm just going to add organic matter to the garden and suppress the grass and weeds naturally. And then that'll decompose, and then I can till that into my soil. And I'm going to have some crazy rich soil eventually. I've spent thousands of dollars on certified organic compost. There's this company out of Madison called Purple Cow Organics, and they will give you 35 yards of certified organic compost, and it's like $2,000. And I don't know if that includes shipping anymore. I know inflation's taken off crazy the last 5 years, but it was like $2,000 for 35 yards of it. And I don't know. I've gone through two 35-yard loads of it over the last 5 years, but that's a ridiculous amount of money, and like it gets decomposed into the soil. The microbe, the microbes eat the compost, the worms eat it. Anyway, um, but if you think, compare spending $2,000 on 35 yards of compost, and then compare that with $200 for like 20 bales of straw that's certified organic that you can lay down and that decomposes. Like, that's probably pretty cool. I also want to get into making, what do they call that? It's like charcoal for the dirt. Like they did it in the Amazon or whatever. I don't know what it's called. What's that called? Oh, biochar. I also want to start making biochar. I have a lot of fallen trees. I have a lot of box elders that are along the river and stuff that have fallen over. So I have access to a lot of wood. And it's not really the best burning wood. It's not like oak or whatever. But I think the value would be making biochar for the garden. And I've seen some videos on YouTube where they have like a metal barrel that they don't directly put the flame on the wood, but they burn the outside of the barrel or something like that. And the wood kind of blackens. And anyway, I kind of want to try that. I want to make a ridiculous amount of biochar. So I need to definitely investigate how to make biochar and start doing that. I think that would be a big missing link for my garden. So anyway, so like weeding these weeds and then laying it down as compost is great, but oh, kitty, oh, come and give daddy a big old huggy muggy woody woody woo. I love you. Oh, you don't love me? Okay. I guess he didn't want that much attention. He's like, meow. I don't want you to touch me. Okay, go find some mice, guys. I don't want mice to eat my plants. Go get some mice. Anyway, I am definitely trying to get every last piece of grass out here. I am slowing down a little bit. My pace is going a little bit slower, but maybe I can speed back up. Definitely, when they come out with robots that can pull weeds, I'm on it. I hope I'm making enough money at that point where I can afford it. Something around $500 a month would be stupid expensive, but imagine if it could do your laundry, if it could, I mean, whatever else, like, I think it'd be worth it, dude. It would buy you time. Heck yeah. But I mean, if you're just watching Netflix, I don't know if it'd be worth it then. And I'm not making that much money, like, to have a robot, technically. I mean, at my current job, I'm making like, I don't know, $4,000 a month, like take home after everything, deductions and all that. Sometimes I make a little bit more, but I mean, I have a mortgage, I have children, I have groceries. Um, gosh, $500 a month for a robot to do what I'm doing right now. I might consider that. I would definitely look at it. I would think about it. I would tell my wife, hey, imagine a robot doing our gardening. I don't know. I'd rather own the robot outright, you know? I don't really want to pay a subscription fee, but I mean, I guess I'll have to think about it, you know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm not against it, but I mean, I don't know what else you'd use a robot for. Laundry. I don't know if I'd want a robot making my meal, but maybe. I mean, if they're really good at it, I don't know. Like, they're not going to spit in your food. It's a robot, right? So, I mean, if they're like top quality chefs, heck yeah, I'd do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see the harm in it. Be top quality food, no spit, you know? Sign me up. But, maybe we're a few years out from that stuff still, so I won't get too excited about it. But, it's in the back of my mind. I'm thinking about it. I know the future's coming. You just got to embrace it. You don't have to. You can do what I'm doing. Like, I'm pulling weeds with my bare hands, getting my hands dirty, like a real country bumpkin. There ain't nothing wrong with it. It's good to get some sunshine and just sweat a little bit. I'm out here sweating, feeling uncomfortable. I probably got some bugs crawling on me, but as soon as I can, I'm gonna make sure I ain't got no bugs crawling on me because I'm not interested in that as much. But some people like that. I don't know. To each their own. If you want the bugs crawling on you and you like that, I don't know. Whatever. It's not my cup of tea, but I mean, it is a risk that I'm taking currently. I am risking it all, double or nothing, to have bugs crawl on me right now. Anyway, guys, anybody watching this, like, just a big appreciation. Like, words can't describe, I'm so humbled, so thanks so much. But yeah, dude, I almost guarantee I've pulled 50,000 weeds at this point. Almost guarantee. Like, I don't like lying, like, I feel wrong doing that. I don't, I, I don't think it's fair to you if I were to lie, but I do honestly think I probably pulled 50,000 weeds up to this point easily. 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 No exaggerations required, I'm going to town, dude. Like, this YouTube video is going to go down in history. Like, I should honestly be on the evening news right now. Like, people should be like, dude, are you kidding me? This guy just pulled a ridiculous amount of weeds out of his garden. You know? Like, can you imagine? Nobody does that. But I am here to say that it can be done. Like, it's not impossible. It's not impossible, guys. In fact, holy cow. I think I'm going to shock the world when they discover that human beings can pull this many weeds. Holy mackerel, dude. Like, this is crazy. I'm going to have to move the camera soon, guys. So stay tuned. But I am feeling really good about the progress that I've made. I think I could go all day, honestly. If I didn't have to sleep for my mental health and well-being, I think I could pull weeds all day and shock the world and pull a million weeds. I think I could. But you know what? Baby steps. Baby steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, why push my luck? You know? But I'm telling you what, I also can't afford to wait. because the longer I wait to pull these weeds, the more entrenched they get, the harder they become to pull, and that's not good. So yeah, like time is definitely of the essence here. Holy cow, though, dude. This is incredible. I'm on fire, dude. I'm on fire. I wish I was almost done. I wish I didn't have a ridiculous amount of weeds to pull still. Like this is like there are sweet potatoes hiding in all this grass and weeds. Like that corner, this section. Like this is like hard work right here. But I kind of already pulled that much along the fence post here and then right here. But as you can see, there's just a ridiculous amount of garden left. There's no way that I'm going to be able to do it all today. But I came, I saw it, and I think I conquered a little bit. So we're just going to keep going until I give up. Until I give up. I feel like giving up, but I'm not going to just yet. We're gonna keep pulling weeds. Cause I promised. I think I'm gonna get 3rd degree burn though. So at some point, I'm going to have to slow down and take care of my body. Okay, we're set you down right there. And I got some weeds right here along the fence line that I'm gonna yank. All right. I wanna like put a little more sunscreen on my face and neck here because I don't want to get burned. The dirt's not really sticking as well as I wish, though. This stuff is kind of granular. Oh well. Tell me a really good brand of sunscreen that doesn't soak into your bloodstream. Look at that weed. Look at this. Is this edible? What is this, guys? Anybody know what that is? Drop it in the comments. It creates like little tiny purple pinkish flowers that are like really small. It's kind of weird, but lamb's quarter. Lamb's quarter. That's not what that plant. This is not lamb's quarter, but that is lamb's quarter, guys. That's all my brain can tell me for educational purposes right now. Lamb's quarter. And grass. This is grass. Guys, there's so many individual pieces of grass right here that I know I've pulled 100,000 weeds. Like there's a ridiculous amount in one handful that I pull. So I don't want anybody in the comments saying that I'm not pulling 100,000 weeds, because that's absolutely so far from the truth. Anybody know what this thing is? It creates like little yellow flowers and then they get these weird seed pod things. I don't know what it's called, but it's soft. Is it like a toilet paper kind of plant? It's so soft and silky. Like the stem is soft. It's got all these little tiny hairs. It feels like felt, except softer. It's hard to describe. It's hard to describe, guys. I really need to learn names for weeds. I think that would make my live stream more interactive and impressive. Like you guys would be like, yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. Anyway, it's been an incredible day. I don't know what this weed is. It seems like, I want to say chamomile, but I don't think it's chamomile. It's got like a tiny white flower. Let's zoom in on this one. I don't know if you can see. It's got this tiny white flower with yellow in the middle. I don't know what kind of weed it is, but I kind of want to leave it there because I feel like it could be something healthy. And I'm gonna use the app called Picture This. Like at some point, not during the live stream, but at some point, I want to figure out what it is. If my wife comes out here to help pull weeds or to encourage me, I'll ask her. I think this one's geranium. I'm not sure. It has a smell, like kind of a healthy smell, but I have too much of it and I'm gonna pull it. Gonna pull it. I'm gonna keep that plant right there. Holy cow, the cat scared me. What are you doing, cat? I thought you were like a mountain lion or something trying to attack me. You kind of scared me for a second there, bro. You frightened me. I was frightened. Ugh. You frightened me. I'm a scaredy cat, bro. All right. Excuse me, guys. All right. Holy cow. Ugh. Holy cow. Ugh. Oh. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. Guys, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm getting like a little tired, but I have a lot of work to do. So I got to keep going. But I also feel like I'm going to get a pretty nasty sunburn and I don't want to take it to the extreme cuz maybe I want to come out here tomorrow and pull more, you know, without third-degree sunburn. Let's check the time. 9:52, guys. Here's what I'm going to do. I think I've worked tremendously hard. I'm going to pull a little bit more, but I think we're going to wind down. We're going to wind down. I'll pull a little bit more maybe, but I think 10 o'clock seems to be a good shutdown time. And the live stream's been going for 1 hour and 33 minutes. That's not bad. Guys, I'm pretty confident that I got 100,000 weeds at this point. I'm not joking. Like I got this may be the most weeds I've ever pulled in a single session, and I'm not joking. Like I feel really good about it. And all by hand, so I can be proud, you know, and everything. So there we go. We're gonna finish strong. Anybody who's watched this, like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. We're the few, the proud, uh, and we made it. We made it this far. My gosh. My goodness, man. I got to get some rest though. And it's starting to heat up out here. I got to shower all this dirt off my face. You know what I mean? So it's been good. It's been real. But all good things must come to an end. So thanks for watching my 100,000 weed poll. I probably could do another 100,000 tomorrow around the same time. So if you guys want to tune in tomorrow, I'll maybe try to do another live stream. Because I really want to make YouTube videos, but I'm telling you what, dude. I'm telling you what. I gotta work. I gotta be grinding. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, though. Somebody knows what I'm saying. I'm having a stroke, guys, and I'm not joking. Strokes are not funny, but you know what I mean. Like, if your grandpa or grandma had a stroke, dude, I know how that goes. I really do. And I know it's not hilarious, but when you're exhausted, though, it's got to be similar. Except it's not, because it's not like lifelong issue unless it's an actual stroke. But anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. But I'm feeling good about the progress, and you know what? I'm gonna give it to myself. 100,000. I'm pretty sure I pulled 100,000 weeds, guys. I mean, you could rewatch this video and try to prove me wrong, but guys, hour and a half pulling weeds, and sometimes I was doing it with two hands at the same time. So you know that it's potentially possible that it could be that I pulled that many. And I don't want to brag. I mean, like I said, we're all running the same race, the human race, and I just wanted to show what was possible. So as I pull the last few weeds on this live stream, guys, I just want to encourage you that, yeah, pulling weeds ain't fun unless you make it fun. You know what I'm saying? It's not inherently fun to pull weeds, but I'm telling you what, if you dig deep inside of your heart, anything's possible. Anything is possible. You just got to believe in yourself and try. You know what I'm saying? So, hope that encouraged you. Hope it gave you perspective for a brighter future. And yeah, that's all I got to say on that topic there. I'm just going to try to finish strong, pull a few more weeds before the mosquitoes start to eat my body. Oh my gosh. Super exciting. I'm super excited. Man, pulling a lot of weeds here. Holy cow. Yeah. Hot diggity dog. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. All right, guys. I'm going to make it to the end of this row. I'm going to want to keep going, but I'm going to end it. Guys. Just going to thoroughly finish picking what I can here. And we're going to call that 100,000 weeds for the live stream. I'm exhausted mentally, physically, but I think what thrived here today was the human imagination and the human spirit, quite frankly. I think we've shown that you can be tired, but if you're wild at heart by that mug, Guys, I'm going to sell that mug. I'm going to show you the mug here in a second when I finish this row. Get your credit cards out. Go to the channel's web pages at my homepage. Find my store. I think it's sweetberry.store, and get you a mug to remember this day that 100,000 weeds was pulled. But we saved some weeds, because I think another important storyline here is not every single weed is a weed. Like, I think we got to leave some for nature, some for the butterflies. So I want you to, like, if you're going to pull weeds like I am, I want you to learn a few of the weeds' names and what they're good for, and try to save a few. We're talking milkweed. We're talking maybe some lamb's quarters. We're talking some parslane. I finally remembered what it was called. Parslane, guys. High in omegas. It's an important one that you can keep in your garden. Holy cow, though. I'm feeling really good about my progress. We pulled a ridiculous amount of weeds and grasses, and we still got a bit more to do. But I mean, we made progress today. Really good progress. And I'm at the end of my row. So I'm going to show you my mug. Oh. And then I'm going to take off and go hang out with my family. And I hope you enjoy your day. Make it a good one, guys. Make it a good, beautiful day with a positive attitude. And go change the world in your own special way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I could just keep pulling weeds, though. Man, this is addictive. And there's so many. I'm way past the row now. Now I'm just in the aisle trying to find more weeds, because it's so stinking addictive. It's like I gotta get it perfect, but I gotta go to bed also. Holy cow. I'm uncontrollable at this point. I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Holy mackerel. Wow. Guys, I can't control my body. It's just pulling weeds. This is getting crazy. Holy mackerel. Oh my gosh. I don't want to stop, dude. But I have to. I have to. My only hope is that my wife and children can come out here later and pull some of these while the soil is moist. Oh well. Holy cow, guys. Holy cow. All right. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Well, I pulled a lot of grass, guys. Holy cow. Here's another piece. All right. Well, I better take my Starlink internet receiver and wrap it up. Let me show you that coffee cup that I need you to buy to justify my existence. Just kidding. Here we go. All right. Ooh. All right, guys. The amazing coffee cup, guys. $11. Thank you. And dude, I pulled a lot of weeds, so we got 3 rows for sure, and then some. So that's 100,000. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Subscribe now. Subscribe. Okay, bye. Ooh, hold on. I think I got a lot of dirt in my lungs. Probably farmer lung. All right, and we out. Zoop, boing.